Hello everybody and welcome to another stream. Tonight we're here for Gr3 Season 16, Round 2 at Laguna Seca. We're running a bit late tonight, but that's down to me. Just was waiting on a few more races to appear. We haven't got our resident pro here yet. I'm assuming he's racing. And then we've got a new racer in Tachi, I think his name was. Yeah, Tachi 94. Just waiting for them to appear. Got no Holman. What we got Kebab trailing after Walter. No phaser. There's Walter going through this corkscrew. Hello, hippie. I think guessed you was. Then we have Crazy in his Viper. Hobo. Still getting used to the wheel in his Supra. Hello, Hansa. We have Phaser. Nearly wiping out. Hansa in his Aston. Paulie in his Vet. Nick there in his R8. Okay. The hippie's in the room. Just let me just type. Anybody else? I know Rocketman's not making it tonight. Change over to stop check. Look at that. So change over to stop check in about a minute. And the way Walter's going, he's going to be moving up to pro. Check. So, no fussy about. Touchy. No, Touchy is. Where is he? No Holman. I should just. Apologies, I'm not looking at this. Change now over to stop check. I had a quick look at the track map, and there's only two proper named corners: the Andretti hairpin and the corkscrew. And you, Hansa, hope you have fun. Say, whole monsters, come on. Waiting on a couple of races. Hands are just going through the corkscrew. Nobody seems to be answering. Evening, Nick. Have a good race, mate. Very annoying that I can't. I'm going to give it 1 more minute. Battle going on there. So we know Hippie's going to be sitting out the stop check race. If you don't already know, stop check, free for all. And Hansa puts himself in prime position. Nice spin out by Hansa there. One lap. No holds barred. And look at that. Timmy! He's at the back. See what Timmy does at the back. And away we go. Fraser struggling to get out, which holds up poorly. Oh, and Crazy took out his took out Timmy. Somehow, Hans is still in front of Andretti's hairpin. Nick's gone. I'm not sure where Nick ended up. He ended up in the shadow realm. Timmy, far back. Hansa showing a clean set of heels to everybody. He's pulling away. Greasy there lining up Walter. Head up towards the hairpin. Hansa clear away. Walter in second into the hair corkscrew they go. And everyone is into the wall. And Greasy's the first one to get out of the pile. Walter in third, Fraser in fourth. Paulie in fifth, Herbo in sixth, Nick in seventh, and Timmy absolutely murdered himself by the look of it. And Hansa round the last corner to take the line for the win. Gr3 comes to take second, Walter in third, Nick in fourth, Paulie in fifth, Hobo in sixth, so there we go, clean race, like a pro that he is. Quick look at the result. Hansa with the win, Gr3 in second, Walter in third, Nick in fourth, Paulie in fifth, Herbo in sixth, Timmy in seventh, and Phaser in eighth. So now we're just at the settings. Get up, qualifying, and sprint race settings on the go. Not sure what's happening. It's clear to see that Fox is obviously asleep. Touchy is online. Just doesn't want to race with us. How you doing, Mew, anyway? So we've got a massive showing of 8 racers. 9 if you count Hippie. He's probably busy stuffing his face with food. You have got the Mew. Touch is joining in now. Walter, Nick, Phaser, Hobo. I need to find my race list. Paulie. We got 3, 4, 5. Fuck. So, Timmy, Hansa there. Hippie, Touchy, and Greasy. God, last year. So there we got Hansa, Crazy, Hobo, Phaser, Walter, Nick, Paulie, Timmy, Hippie, and Tachi. God, I can't even remember. Was I? I don't think I was there. Ready up for quality. Group 1. Group 2. And for the go. So 9 races, that's better. So the sprint race tonight will be 8 laps, no fuel or tyre wear. Group 1s. Phaser leading them out. Walter, Hobo, Nick, Paulie, and everyone else is in the pits. So they start their warm-up lap. Getting out of the way, allowing Walter to go flying in front. I do think Walter may be getting up. Hobo still getting used to the wheel. Walter safely through the corkscrew. Hobo nice and slow. Nick flying through, and there's Paulie. Safely got through there. Oh, Walter doing his shenanigans. It's never a good sign. There's Paulie. And the group 2 go. So now they'll rise up towards the corkscrew. Everyone now out on track. Final rise up. Phasing nicely through the corkscrew. There's Hobo. A little bit. Nick slinging that in. And there's Paulie. Safely through as well. No, I think. And here's Walter coming up to the line. Set A. 120. Phasing across line 121. Hobo up to the line with a 121, Nick across the line, 121.891, and then Paulie across the line with 128.63. And now Timmy coming down to the Andretti hairpin with Hansa, Gr3, Touchy, a new racer, and Hippie. Try hard Mew. I'll never get below 3 minutes. Probably because I'll stop and build a sandcastle. So now Timmy at the bottom end of the course, starting to rise up. Up he goes, heading into the corkscrew. Using every bit of the track that he possibly can. Let's see how Hansa does it. Bit more safely. Gr3 in the big Viper. Does a nice little bit cut then Touchy. And then we have Hippie in the 4C. Should have it out. And there's Timmy with a 119. Hansa comes up to the line. 121. Gr3 now up to the line. 121. Touchy across the line, the 126.3. And I've lost everyone, so our grid. We're Timmy on pole. Touchy, our new racer, in second place. Hansa in third. Vaser in a very respectable fourth place. Gr3 in fifth. Hippie in sixth. Herbo in seventh. Paulie in eighth. Nick in ninth. And Walter comes back in the room. Yeah, Walter's time. And now Walter, good old Walter, back to his old ways. I can restart if you can get sorted quick. Just get a vote. Classic bit of Walter. Timmy just cruising. So everyone gets to have a test start. He better bloody return now. So now we just wait to see if Walter will return. Bloody better. So now once everyone gets on, so evening, Gad. You join us. I never even noticed you joined back in. Let's get the grid order sorted. So Tachi, Hansa. Tachi, Hansa. Face not on there. Greasy. Hippie. Herbo. Paulie. Where was he? Phaser was 4th. So here we go. Let's try again. So we're up for our sprint race. So we're up for our sprint race. 8 laps. Around Laguna Seca. Timmy on pole. And away we go. Corvette bedded down big time. Timmy into the lead. Phaser, Hansa, Crazy 3 wide into the hairpin. Tachi safely is in Crazy there. Hold on to 3rd. Phaser managed to keep his 4th place, but Hansa is really coming back at him. Through the first couple of corners, Hansa side by side with Phaser. Hippie just looking to see what he can do. Phases. Aston looking very squiggly there. Hippie's made the move on Hansa. And now Nick's trying to make the move on Hansa as well. Walter unfortunately picked up a penalty for driving through. And in the lead we have Timmy! Tachi keeping very close to him. Gr3 there in third place. Phaser still holding fourth. He's causing a little bit of a bottleneck to the final right-hander and up to the line to finish lap 1. At 4C, it's just got no speed. It's unfortunate. So little speed that Hans are just went, oh, I'm having my spot back, thank you very much. Well, in fact, Hans have got in front of him already. Ignore me, I'm talking rubbish as always. Timmy! Flying away in the lead. Tachi in second. Gr3 in third. Phaser in fourth. Hansa in fifth. Hippie in sixth. Nick in seventh. Walter in eighth. Hobo in ninth. With Paulie in 10th. Oh, Phaser's running wide, so let's put Hansa up into 4th, with Hippie in 5th. Into the corkscrew they go. Safely around there. This is where the 4C should be good. And as you can see, get real close up to Hansa. Our top 3 is just starting to pull away. Oh, and Hippie had the old 4C bites and looked like Nick did as well. So if you have a look, so Timmy, as we start third lap, just gone through the Andretti hairpin. He's leading it out from Tachi in second, Gr3 in third, Hansa in fourth, Hippie in fifth, Walter in sixth. Oh, Hobo big off there. Nick in seventh. Paulie in eighth. Phaser in ninth. With Hobo in 10th. Our front 3's just starting to gap everybody out now. All bit wide by Hansa, which has allowed Hippie up into 4th place. Hippie just making use of those curbs to just ping that little car around up to this corkscrew. Just slings that around, and that's allowed Hansa to get through without a little bit of a drift going on for Hippie. And now he's got that tank of a GTR closing on behind him. Nick there in 7th, Paulie in 8th, Phaser in 10th, Hobo in Timmy across the line in 1st. And in fact, Tachi is closing back up on him. Is it possible that Timmy has had a little bit of an off? He's having to burn the sand off his tyres. Whichever way it is, Tachi's coming back at him good. Gr3 there in 4th. Gr3 in 3rd, sorry. Hansa in 4th. Hippie in 5th. Walter in 6th. Nick in 7th. Paulie in 8th. Phaser in 9th. And Hobo in 10th. As I say, Hobo is just turning over to the wheel. And it's a slow process. I've been through it myself. It takes a long time to get control. But the trick is, you don't give in and get back onto the pad, because then you just won't use the wheel through the corkscrew for the 4th time. That 4C like rails going through there. Keeping nice and close with Hansa. To the final corner. Tachi just out of that slipstream range. And into the Andretti hairpin. It is tricky, and he's got a very It's not as bad as Foxy and his VGT, but it's a handful, that Super is. Crazy, very lonely race, but these three, nothing separating them. These little straight sections are playing to Hans's favour. Hippie just shuts the door. Walter trying to use the grunt to that big tank. You can certainly see that Hippie's got to grips with that 4C, the way he just slings it around. Through the corkscrew for the 5th time. And because he's having to watch out for Walter behind him. Now, Nick's now coming under pressure from Paulie and from Phaser, and Timmy's just powering it on. Nick, and in fact Phaser's making the move on Paulie, side by side. Paulie just that more safely through that final corner, heading down to the hairpin. Paulie got the inside. Nice move there by Paulie. And Nick's got to be careful because Phaser was trying to follow his way through and then just ended up going wide. Because Nick was saying, no, that's my spot. Oh, can we see what Walter did there? Just got the drive on Hippie. Broke really late. Got the up on Hippie there. Bit wide by Paulie there. For Walter now up into 5th place. Hands are in 4th. Tabby! Across the line, start the penultimate lap. Tachi in 2nd. Gr3 in 3rd. Hands are in 4th. And now Hans are coming under extreme pressure from Walter. But the acceleration of that Aston just gets him out of the... Walter out the drag. So we're on lap 7. Hippie flinging that 4C around everywhere. Walter was certainly quicker going into that corner. Little wide by Hansa, but not wide enough to let Walter through. Up the hill they go. Walter looking at the corkscrew. That would have been very brave. Nice tight line coming out of that corkscrew. Oh, and Walter will be swearing his head off now as he's picked up a penalty, which will allow Hippie back through. And no, Walter got reburned quickly enough, so we're on lap 1. Tabby! Just going through the hairpin. Tachi in 2nd, Gr3 there in 3rd, Hansa in 4th, Walter in 5th, Hippie in 6th, Paulie in 7th, Nick in 8th, Phaser in 9th, with Hobo in 10th, so Hobo's actually making a comeback. Settle down. This is battle for 5th. This is going to be the interest. Be in that slipstream area. Up the back hill we go. To the corkscrew. Ragged through there. Poorly now into the hairpin. And Timmy across the line with the win. Tachi in second. Crazy through the last corner. Let's take a well-deserved third. Hansa leading out 4th, 5th and 6th. Hansa across the line in 4. Walter in 5th. Hippie in 6th. Poorly round the last corner. 7th. Nick there in 8th, so I think Nick must have had an off. There's Phaser in 9th and Herbo in 10th. So there we go. So our sprint race. Two wins out of 2 for Kebab. Save the replay. Quick look at the results. So Timmy with a win. Tachi in 2nd, Crazy in 3rd, Hansa in 4th, Walter in 5th, Hippie in 6th, Paulie in 7th, Nick in 8th, Phaser in 9th, Hobo in 10th. And now we just change over to So now we get on to our main race, which tonight will be ...24 laps, tyre wear times 4, fuel times 5, with racing softs and racing mediums. Both tyres need to be used. So we get them all in a little 5-minute try. And also the time of day is down to 5 o'clock in the evening. He was doing that on Friday as well, Mew. Yeah, Herbo in that Supra. I don't know if it's delay. We should know they should be. He's over revving that Supra. So we get a look at people's strategies. Seems like Hands are starting on the mediums. Paulie going for the softs. So is Walter. Phaser going with the medium. Nick with the mediums. Hippie on the mediums. Come on! The M4? Are we talking cars or motorways? I'm not sure what you're talking about with the M4. Ah. Bloody try-hard Mew, all this racing. Cruising across the line with the fastest. And then Walter comes flying through with his. Touchy into the last corner. And across the line. Just side to lap, obviously. Slow and steady there through the corkscrew. Why, what's next Saturday? Obviously, Iceberg's Endurance Series. Ah, right. And there's Tachi over with the fastest lap. I'll let them all get one more lap in. Go, putting in the times to the final two corners. And the final corner he goes. Our champion Timmy! And parks it up across the line. Let's get this show on the road. I just want to check something first. First good roll and start, yep. I think you can almost pretty guarantee as soon as that gets up, Hansa goes in the spin. He just sets the number of laps because he can go up to 200. There we go. Reverse grid. Rolling start. Herbo around the corner. And they haven't even got to the first corner, so Herbo leads us out. As I said, 24 laps. Fuel is ×4. No, fuel is ×5, tyres are ×4, racing soft and racing mediums. No real changes yet. The Hippie has managed to put a bit of time into Walter. And to them, 5th. Touching. So Tachi's already got past Gr3. See where that happened. Just got the drive. Gr3 goes wide, very wide. So Herbo still leading it out. Paulie's managed to get his way past Nick. Now Nick coming under pressure from Hippie and from Walter. Walter gives Hippie a nudge. I do believe it was accidental. I hope so. Go to finish lap 1 of 24. Herbo still leading out for Phaser with Paulie 3rd, Nick in 4th, Hippie in 5th, Walter in 6th, Hansa in 7th, Tachi in 8th, Timmy in 9th, Gr3 in 10th. Now getting really close to Nick. Conscious of Walter, and Walter is trying to do the same again. I've got a lot of time for Hippie, but you can just see the power of that GTR. He's just completely stormed past Nick now as well. And he's up into 4th place. Hippie went a bit wide. Just got an absolute drive on him there. Clear past Nick. We're already starting lap 2. And Herbo, who's increasing his lead. Phaser now coming into the clutches of Paulie for 2nd. As they head down to the hairpin. Paulie on the inside. Phaser goes wide. Paulie now up into 2nd place, and now Phaser's got to watch because he's got that dive. No, storming Walter in that Nissan tank, closing in. Nick in 5th. Hippie in 6th, Tachi and Timmy both have got past Hansa now. And I've just turned everything off. Herbo still leading it out. Paulie in 2nd. Walter in 3rd. Walter's already got his way past Phaser. Drag raced him up to the corkscrew. Either everybody's doing some fuel saving or Walter is on an absolute charge. Clearly got Paulie in his sights now. Paulie is starting to close up onto Probos very slightly. Tachi and Timmy already up to 5th and 6th. Walter through on the inside. Walter is absolutely charging along up into 2nd place. Paulie in 3rd. Phaser still in 4th with Tachi and Timmy closing in. Hansa there in 7th. Nick in 8th. Gr3 in 9th. Hippie in 10th. You, you've cursed him. You've absolutely cursed him. He'd be right at the back. Hobo now coming under increasing pressure from Walter, and Walter's driving up past him. Got the inside for the corkscrew. You cursed him. You put the voodoo on him. Walter is on an absolute charge. Hobo now in second with the fast runners. So then we're Paul in fourth, then we have Tachi and Timmy. Faze is still in sixth place, coming under pressure from Hansa in seventh. Yeah, you cursed him by saying I want him to do well, and bang. He's been, and now Gr3 is making the move on Nick. Hippie there in 10th place. Walter absolutely flying along. Paulie not far behind Hobo now. For the Corvette and the Subaru behind him. Tachi and Timmy. Just waiting for the moment. I do say Paulie's got some skill with these liveries. Up to the corkscrew. Paulie's gone a bit defensive, made the move on Hobo and thrown him. So Paulie up into second. And now Hobo's coming swamped by Tachi. And then Timmy looking as well. He's just keeping out of the way, but not stopping racing himself. And there we have it. Walter 3.2 seconds in the lead from Paulie in second, bit wide by Paulie with Tachi in third. Tabo in fourth, Hobo in fifth, Hansa there in sixth place, Fazer in seventh, Gr3 in eighth, Nick in ninth, and Hippie in 10th. Tachi looking to make the move on Paulie, and Timmy goes through. I think Paulie just let them by. You saw how quickly they closed up. And the question is, how quickly will they wind in Walter, who was just set the fastest lap of 121.705. And we were already on to lap 6. Not a great deal separating these two racers, in Tachi and Timmy I mean. Walter is absolutely driving it along. Timmy, Paulie in fourth, Hobo in fifth, Hansa in sixth, Fazer in seventh, with Gr3 closing in on him, Nick in ninth, and Hippie there in 10th. Tachi and Timmy have already taken a second out of Walter's lead. Walter coming up to start lap 7. Already quarter race distance in. Amazingly, Tachi's got more fuel. Paulie be clear now, Hobo. He's having a brilliant race so far. Hands are closing in. Oh yes, that's the advantage of the slipstream. But Walter's certainly holding his own. Seems to be so that could be the advantage. Tachi's on the soft. Timmy is on the mediums. Walter's also on the softs. Paulie, Hobo with Hansa getting closer every time. Gr3's got past Fazer. See on the way up to the corkscrew. So Walter's into the pits. Phaser there in 7th. Nick in 8th. Hippie in 9th. Walter now into the pits. And see what happened to Tachi there. Across the line. Heading down to the Andretti hairpin. Wide by Tachi. Obviously just going to do a bit of fuel saving behind Timmy. But as we always know, you get behind Timmy, he's a devil to hold on to. Paulie still going along nicely in 4th. Hansa 4th place. Not sure when he got past Hobo. Hobo there in 5th place. They're coming under pressure from Gr3. Gr3 brought phasers along for the party. Nick just cruising along. Hippie there 9th. Walter full chup. Very interesting. Tachi's not letting Hippie get away. Paulie's got to watch. Gr3's looking to make the move on Hobo. Get into the top 5 and has done. Hobo's got to make sure he gets that door closed, otherwise Phaser will be running through. Nick is closing up. Unfortunately, Hippie's not getting anywhere closer. So now we have Hansa closing in onto Paulie, who's still having a cracking race in 3rd place. Tachi's holding on to the coattails of Timmy. The firm grass not letting him get away. Hands are slowly drawing into Paulie. They head up to the corkscrew. Hopefully everyone gets through. Nice tight line by Paulie. Hansy seems to have got the drive. Paulie just holding on to the inside, let Hansa through, and Hansa now flying through. So Hansa up into 3rd. Paulie's going to realise he's got a Viper behind him, and that's crazy. Tachi seems to really struggle with that corner, and that's allowed Timmy to get away. Crazy now, Hobo still in 6th, Phaser in 4th, Nick in 9th. Hippie! Oh, full on drift by Hippie there. Walter there in 10th place, the only person to have pitted. Looks like Gr3 needs to get past Paulie's, try and keep in touch with Hansa. But Paulie hasn't got to get out of the way. Tachi's closed back up. Very deep by Paulie. Obviously Gr3 going the really long way around, and does. It's good driving by him. I think he's on the mediums. Yeah. Hippie also on the mediums. Interesting driving by Timmy Hippie. So now Tachi not allowing Timmy to get away. Keep him within that slipstream. Hands are there in 3rd place. Gr3 in 4th. Paulie in 5th. Hobo still in a brilliant 6th place. Phaser there in 7th. Nick in 8th, but Nick is now closed right up onto Phaser. And Hippie having some fun and games. Ghost race, and there's Walter in 10th. Still the only racer to have pitted. Lap 11 of 24. Gr3 is getting a little bit closer. I think Hippie's retired. But I do believe Walter and Hippie may be trading places in AM and Pro. Because Walter is driving really well. And Hans are there into the pits. Touching. Well, it's certainly look like Touchy's gonna be on to the mediums. So Gr3 in 3rd. Paulie in 4th. Paulie's got to be careful because Hobo is getting ump, and I just cursed him. Hobo coming around the outside. So Paulie back down into 5th. Phaser now having some serious pressure from Nick in 7th. So we got some racers running on fumes. And Touchy's followed Timmy into the pits. Gr3 no doubt will be into the pits as well. Moment of truth, there he is. Hobo pitting as well. Phaser stayed out. Fader going for the overcut of Walter, Hansa and Hippie on his Ghost ride. The question is, where will Walter come out in comparison to Touchy will be first out. Hands are just coming across the line. Touchy out in 2nd place, 14 seconds down on Phaser. And he's got 5 seconds on Timmy. Hands there in 4th place. Nick's come out in front of Paulie. Paulie's all over the back of that car. Herbo's kept the respectable lead. With Phaser now coming down, will he pit this lap? As he has said on the Discord, pit strategy has cost him and he's staying out for another lap. Touchy already lost over half a second to Timmy. On to lap 30, so we're over half race distance now. Touchy's just got to keep Timmy honest. Hands certainly come out on top of Gr3 from their pit stops. Both of them on the medium tyres now. Herbo there. Herbo's been saying all week he's one stop in it. No, Walter's pitted again. Not sure Walter's strategy. He obviously did a short stint on the mediums and then pitted. So Walter's gone for 2 pit stops in 9th place, and Hippie's dropped out. Phaser still leaning out. Touchy lost another second to Timmy. I think most of them are going for a 1-stopper. Because Touchy got those softs to last 12 laps. Timmy's just got to take his time and wind him in. Hands are there in 4th place. I I'd say Hansa may need to pit again. 9.5 laps to go. Gr3 there in 5th place. Hobo in 6th. Phaser still going round. Nick there in 7th. Paulie in 8th. Walter in 9th. Now Touch is going to feel the Subaru breathing down his neck. Oh yeah, look at that lap time of Timmy at 1:20.629. Nobody's anywhere near that. Always freaks me out when you're watching, you hear the squeal and you think, oh, someone's come off. Hansa opening up a gap onto Gr3 a bit now. Hobo slowly being caught up by Nick, who's opened up a gap on Paulie, and Walter is getting closer to Paulie now. Timmy going for the wide overtake. Will he make it stick? No, Tachi's held him, but Timmy's coming back, and Timmy will have the inside for the next corner. Side by side they go. Not got much less than Timmy. That Scooby does seem to be eating him a lot quicker than that vet. But look at the salt shifting by Tachi there in that vet. But we know what Timmy is like when he gets those soft tyres. He's like a man possessed. Just drives it through. Hansa keeping that 4-second gap over Gr3 in 4th. Hobo in 5th, keeping Nick back at the 3.4 seconds. Nick now with Phaser in 7th. Paulie in 8th. Walter now just 2 seconds behind Paulie's go. And look at that, within 1 lap. Timmy is an alien in whatever series he's in. It would have been interesting to see these pair both on the same tyre compound at the same time. So on lap 17 of 24, just coming up onto 3/4 race distance. Timmy is leading us out. Tachi in 2nd, Hansa in 3rd, Gr3 in 4th. Gr3 is pushing, trying to get below that 4-second barrier. Hobo in 5th. Nick in 6th now, just 3. Don't think I have, to be honest. Might have been a race last season, but not last season, season before. No, last season there might have been. 3.6. Phaser not too far behind Nick. But then, leading up to the corkscrew, that Aston just flies in. Paulie now coming under pressure from Walter. Paulie really struggling with that vet on mediums. Into the final corner. T11 I believe it's called. Walter side by side drag race now down to the hairpin. Starting lap 18 of 24. It's all a matter of Walter's double pit strategy. Timmy absolutely flying. 2 seconds a lap quicker than Tachi. Hands are in third. Oh, sorry. I think I need to go to bed. Crazy there in fourth. He has got it down to 3.8 behind Hansa now. Hobo in fifth. Nick in sixth. Phaser in seventh. Hobo having a brilliant race there. Brilliant race there in fifth place, sorry. Nick there in sixth. Phaser in seventh. Walter now in 8th place, and Hansa into the pits. Is he going for a quick splash and dash? Lap 19 of 24. So Timmy 4.8 seconds in front of Tachi. Definitely these have got enough fuel to get to the end. Crazy there in third place now. Fueled for the end. Hobo into fourth. But now he's coming under the attentions of Nick, who's now 2.3 seconds behind him. Phaser there in seventh. And with a Walter storming to catch up. Paulie there in 8th. Hands are in 9th. Bit more a dash of water fuel there. Timmy still setting fastest laps of 1:20.62. Tachi in second, Crazy in third, Hobo in fourth, Nick in fifth. Phaser has caught up on Nick now. If these pairs start fighting, it's going to play into the hands of Walter. Sorry, I've been polystyrene on my finger, I don't know where from. Through the hair, out of the hairpin. Lap 20 of 24. Six race distance covered now, and now start the climb up to the corkscrew. Now with Phaser starting to put Nick under some pressure, it's alleviated some of the pressure that Hobo might have started feeling. Walter doesn't seem to be closing with these. Timmy obviously eased off on the last lap. With Tachi there in second, and in fact Tachi's getting quicker. Crazy there in third place, middle of no man's land. Herbo in fourth, Nick in fifth, Phaser in sixth, Walter in seventh, Paulie in 8th, Hansa there in 9th. Oh, Phaser has a quick look. Nick just shuts the door as they come out of the hairpin. Seventh, eighths race distance now. 3.5 laps to go. Well, yeah. Well, he was doing 120s. Still lapping quicker than Tachi. Hobo and Nick is starting to close in on Hobo. Phaser having a look, using the whole width of the track. It's definitely a one-stop strategy for this race. Cross the line, start lap 22. Oh, Paulie, a little bit of an overbite. Should allow hands to come past. Lap 22, 24. Down into the hairpin. Everyone's looking good for fuel. So we have Timmy coming to start lap 23. 121.2. Tachi in second place. Doing a 122.1. Creasy there in third. Hobo in fourth. Nick in fifth. Phaser in sixth. Walter in seventh. Hansa in eighth. Paulie in ninth. He's got himself a little bit of breathing room for Phaser. And now he's got to bridge over to Hobo if he can. Hobo's not giving up, Phaser's not giving up. Into the hairpin they go. And the hairpin safely. A little bit of sideways by their R8. Just over a second now to Hobo. So they're definitely he's definitely getting closer. We just have a look, Walter's not making any way into Hansa there in 8th. And Timmy starting his final lap. Tachi coming up to start his now. Crazy, only just to the corkscrew. A little bit ragged by Hobo, but also by Nick. Nick slow through the corkscrews, allowed Face to close right up on him. And into the final corner. This has allowed Walter to close in. This is all to play for. This could be heartbreaking for Hobo. Final lap. Into the hairpin. Timmy already coming towards the corner. Hobo holding it on. Phaser and Nick side by side. Phaser's going to have the inside line. Nick's managed to hold him off. Phaser's still coming back. And we have Timmy across the line for the win. Tachi coming over for a brilliant second place. Greasy just finishing with a corkscrew. But Nick and Phaser, they're fighting. Phaser having a look as they go into the corkscrew. Nick goes wide. He's had to cut across. So Phaser's through and Walter's going to steal in through as well. But Nick's coming straight back at Walter. Greasy coming to take the line. Let's take a nice third place in reverse. Hobo to the line in fourth place. Brilliant ride by Hobo there. With Phaser in fifth. Walter in sixth. Nick in seventh. Hansa coming to the line in 8th. And Paulie round the final corner here. Not sure whether there was something between Phaser and Nick going into the corkscrew. We'll certainly find out in the next day or so. So Timmy with a win. And the fastest lap. So that concludes tonight's racing. Two wins, one fastest lap. Well guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please give it a like. If you've enjoyed it, that is. If you haven't, fair enough. Not sure whether I'll be back next. Could well be next Sunday. So I just want to say thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday, and I'll see you soon. Bye.